Alright, so it's time for another Jeff video game showcase thingy. Look, do we have a name for these yet? Do we just call them Jeff events? Like, I don't know. Sorry if I sound a bit off. I am very unwell, but I'm just gonna have to power through this because if Jeff is doing a game trailer showcase event, then it's kind of my job to cover it. I guess that's just a thing that I do now. If this is your first time here, here's how it's going to work. I'm just going to be going through everything in the Gamescom opening night live that I thought was worth talking about, and I'm going to guess based on the trailer if it looks good, mid, or bad. If you want to see my other recaps, I have now made a playlist of them that will be linked in the description of the video or in the end cards at the end of the video. Let's get straight to it. As a wise man once said, no gameplay, no hype. Those are the rules. Let's get to it. Before the main show started, we got a pre-show. The games in here were... We started up with Bubsy 4D. And you know what? I actually did kind of like this trailer. It was very tongue-in-cheek and kind of leaned into how much of a joke the Bubsy series is seen by, the gaming community. I hope they don't use this Deadpool-esque self-awareness as a shield for criticism if the game ends up being bad, like a haha, you thought we'd actually make a good game kind of thing, but I don't know, it seems fine. Outlaws. So the only reason I'm mentioning this game is that the trailer consisted of gameplay where the person playing seemed absolutely incapable of hitting a shot. Like seriously, look at this. It's like the player is intentionally missing every single one of the enemies. Not one single shot hits in the entire trailer. Like what the fuck is going on here? Do they just not have the death animations animated? Is that why this is happening? Why? Sometimes you just watch a trailer and you have no words. This train pro skater, I don't know what to call this. It's just insanity. And look, if it can somehow keep the momentum of whatever the hell is going on here, then good luck to them. It just all looks a bit much to me. Long Gone is what looks to be a point-and-click adventure game. Not usually my cup of tea, but when this dude loaded his gun and tried to shoot the zombie and it didn't work, it kind of piqued my interest. It did show a lot of character. The humorous tone makes this feel like it could stand out. Okay, so I liked the atmosphere of Routine. It looked like there may have been some cool gameplay elements in here somewhere, but the trailer didn't do a good job of showing off much. I felt like I was missing something. Do you ever look at a game trailer and feel like something is just very off, even though nothing is clearly wrong with it? Sword of Legends kind of felt like that, like something isn't right here and I can't put my finger on it. Maybe it's just the way the gameplay looked. Look, I think the art style was pretty fantastic, but I think I would need to see a little bit more before I'm convinced. I just have a strange feeling about this one and I don't know how to describe the way it's making me feel. The last thing from the pre-show is the announcement that Sonic Racing Crossroads is getting a Pac-Man DLC pack and Pac-Man World 2 Repack is getting a Sonic DLC pack. Okay, so yes, I love this. I mean, I don't love that the new Sonic Racing game is going to cost like over 100 Australian dollars to buy. That's stupid, especially when Mario Kart World exists. But I like that Pac-Man World 2 Repack is going to have more content than just like the remake itself. That makes me very excited. Also, the remix of Pac-Man Park used in this trailer was great. Look, if you couldn't tell, I love Pac-Man, and all objectivity just kind of goes out the window when I see this yellow dot, man. Moving on to the main show. Look, I wonder how many times that Jeff can, enter onto a stage and tell us to get excited about games and that this event is the biggest one yet. Like before he just gets bored of it. I kind of feel like his opening monologues are always the same, no matter where he does them. Anywho, Peak has apparently sold 10 million copies. That's wild. Hollow Knight Silksong is 100% actually definitely launching this year, but no actual release date from this part of the show. If this game doesn't release this year, this would be peak Silksong posting. The first actual trailer we have is for Black Ops 7. I mean, best to get this out of the way early rather than use it as, an end of game showstopper like Xbox tried to do in the Summer Games Fest. Look, I haven't played through a full Call of Duty campaign since Black Ops 1. So can someone explain to me what the ever-loving fuck is going on here? Is this where the natural progression of this series has been leading to? Or have the developers of this franchise finally just lost their minds from churning out military shooters for the past 18 years straight? Like, don't get me started on this pre-order bonus screen. I don't want to touch this. Oh look, Dead Ops is back. By the way, this whole Black Ops 7 segment went on for 10 minutes. And this was the first actual game of the showcase. Like, why?
Our gods have forsaken us.
How many times do you think you've heard this one specific line in like any media? Because I think I've heard it enough. God, I wish that were me. They're making a Sekiro anime. Yeah, this looks absolutely sick. I've never played the games, but I'll probably watch this.
We are so thrilled to reveal this game tonight for the first time.
Okay, bro, calm down. It's a Lego Batman game.
This is the definitive, essential Batman story. We take you on Bruce Wayne's epic journey from origin to legend.
Jeez. Yeah, look, no thanks, man, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. Dawn of War 4. I mean, I would have just called it Dawn of 4. Look, so there is no way to really make RTS games look good in game trailers, but goddamn did I get whiplash from looking at this nice pre-rendered stuff, jumping like right into this. Alright, so let me paint you a picture. You had an unbelievably hyped game released this year. Before it came out, people were locking you in as a solid nomination for Game of the Year. It releases, and it doesn't hit its mark. After launch, your game is sitting at a mixed reception on Steam, but over the past few months it has dropped into mostly negative. What do you do? Now, I personally would probably work on what people's main complaints are, assure the community that we are working to address issues, give timeline for fixes, but if you're Monster Hunter Wilds, you announce a Final Fantasy collab. You know, that'll work, right? Fallout the series, probably the only kind of Fallout that I can really stomach. I'm looking forward to Season 2, the first season was really good. Look, I recommend you go watch it if you haven't already. We saw Deadpool VR not too long ago, and this trailer still hasn't convinced me that it's worth playing. Is anyone really excited for this? Like, seriously? You know, sound off in the comments if this game interests you and why. Because while Neil Patrick Harris sounds like a good Deadpool on paper, it just sounds absolutely checked out in this. Now would be a good time to mention that this video is sponsored by World of Tanks. No, I'm just kidding. But brace yourself to hear about how it's like the ultimate tank warfare game to play from all of your favorite YouTubers, despite the fact that they've never played it when the 2.0 update releases. Now that I've preemptively burned that potential future sponsorship to the ground, let's take a look at John Carpenter's Toxic Commando, which I was more than sure was in development hell by now because there has been no news about this game for 2.5 years. I mean, look, a spot just opened up in the co-op horde zombie-based shooter genre that needs filling up because Killing Floor 3 is... Yeah? Actually, when was the last good co-op zombie horde shooter? God, I hope this is good. I mean, it looks alright, but I kind of need to see more though. Zero Parades, from the studio that created Disco Elysium, but not from many of the people who actually worked on that game. The odds are very much stacked against this one. There is a lot of negative press that comes from the studio making this game. Also, they had a wave of layoffs last year, so the odds of this game being good, it's low, but not zero. This is another wait and see. There really wasn't that much to see here. Okay, so the game that takes out probably the worst trailer in the entire showcase is Cinder City. Holy God, does this game look abysmal. The gameplay for this trailer looks bad, the music was non-fitting, the editing of the trailer, my God. Yeah, this is a yikes out of 10 for me. Next up, we have a hero shooter where time is health or currency or something. Interesting concept. In practice, we'll just have to wait and see. But if we're judging books by their covers, and that's kind of all that I do in these videos, I don't like the look of this one. Chronos: The New Dawn, apparently only a few weeks away from launching, which is surprising. It's really nice to see a decently edited trailer for one. Yeah, this game looks pretty great. I really loved the trailer for this and I'm pretty hyped for it now. We'll just ignore the part where they brought out a person in a suit to stand there on the stage while Jeff tried to hype up the lore of the game. Yeah. Oh my God, it's Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. I thought this game was dead. Oh no, it doesn't look very good. Look, I'm not going to say it's going to be bad, but I think locking 2 of the playable clans for the game behind an extra paywall is just a bit fucked. Cult of the Lamb is getting an paid expansion, which is good because this game absolutely rules, so put me down as excited for this one. Project Spectrum is a PvEVP horror game, and I've got to say I'm intrigued despite not really knowing what is going on. This video is sponsored by World of Tanks on crack. Watch as these suckers drift around to the tune of a Prodigy song for some reason. Yeah, so it's not World of Tanks. The name of this game is Heat. I mean, it is a wargaming game, so expect to hear more from your favorite YouTuber that definitely has not played the game. Ooh, is that 2 sponsorships I've permanently burned in this video? That must be a record. Resident Evil Requiem is still looking good, although there is not much more to see here. But all signs so far are pretty great. We are finishing off the showcase with a new Black Myth game. This time it is Zhonghui. Definitely butchered that. No gameplay, no hype, but considering how well Black Myth Wukong did, I would not be surprised if this game does gangbusters as well. And that's it for the Gamescom Opening Night Live 2025. It was okay. It was 2.5 hours long, including the pre-show, and it really did not need to be. And it's not like I really care that it didn't have the best trailers to show, but it did need to be slimmed down. 10 minutes of Call of Duty? No need. Like really, come on. Way too much time spent on the Final Fantasy Monster Hunter crossover, which is a crossover that has happened before. It's not like it's, you know, a really monumental gaming moment, is it? Like, why did we spend so much time on this too? It was pretty stock standard. I'm gonna give this a grade of C. It's passable. It's worth watching as a VOD where you can, you know, skip through the fluff and the nonsense. On the screen now, you should be seeing all of my favorite trailers from the event. I'll link them in the description below, as well as the VOD to the whole Gamescom show if you want to watch that instead. That's all for today, so thanks for watching, and if you liked this video, then please leave a like and subscribe if you're new. If you have already watched Opening Night Live, then let me know what your favorite game was. Did I skip over something that was your favorite? I probably did, but there's a good chance I talked about the game when I covered the Summer Games Fest earlier this year. Again, link to the playlist of all my game showcase coverage should be in the description of the video. Thank you so much to my YouTube members, Controlled Killer, Yellow, Melodia, Jingles, and Methlike. Absolute legends. And if you think my content is worth supporting financially, the option is currently there as a YouTube member. Perks are on the screen. I also have a free to enter Discord server as well as a Steam curator page, and if you want to check any of those out, links in the description below. That's all folks, and I will see you all soon with some kind of game review, I reckon. See ya.